Okay, y'all really liked this topic last time. How about some more of the worst WWE game attires ever? I'll cut the BS and I'll get straight to it. We're dividing this massive collection of fan comments and my own personal research into 3 topics, starting with what happened here. These are the gears found in WWE games that were so ball-bustingly bad that I couldn't surmise at the topic for them. Let's go. Drew McIntyre in WWE 12. What are those knee pads, dude? What the fuck? I know people are going to bring this bigot Southern pride shit back eventually, but this was 2011. Ain't nobody bringing back the Confederate flag in 2011. It looked horrendous, and he was a huge part of the story mode in Act 1. I understand it's got something to do with St. Andrew's Cross or whatever, but the optics here are truly horrific. And this ain't even the first time they pulled this shit. Hey, if you got a lame or disappointing attire that you remember that I don't happen to mention, tell me in the comments. I read them all, and I might even put you in the next video. Okay, this sounds bad, but hear me out. Shawn Michaels with the Eddie Guerrero armband is very cute and very accurate to the match that it depicted. However, this as a default attire was fucking stupid. It totally broke my immersion. He literally only wore the armband for one night and one match to memorialize his friend. Why the fuck did they make this his regular attire in the game? Lana in 2K19 was an anomaly to say the least. She was in gear that she never wore, had a haircut she never cut, and her moveset was fucked apparently. Just a complete boneheaded decision from 2K all around for her. This one is more of a personal gripe, but it was recommended nonetheless. Billy Kidman in those lame ass gray trunks from SmackDown Shut Your Mouth sucked. The least they could have done is give him the classic wife beater and jorts combo as an alternate attire. Shane McMahon was always an oddball in WWE games. He consistently had new ring gear for matches and new jerseys and shit, but THQ never gave a fuck. For the first 3 SmackDown games in a row, he was stuck in formal clothes despite the fact he had been wearing all kinds of jerseys all over TV. Then he even got cut from SmackDown Shut Your Mouth altogether. What a joke. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. They fucked Ryback up something fierce in WWE 13. Apparently his Superstar Threads thing was fucked up too. Why even bother putting him in the DLC? This always pissed me off in 2K16. Why in God's name does Mankind, one of the most famous wrestlers ever, have the referee attire as his default? He literally wore it in the commercial for the game. How do you not catch that? I always thought that looked so fucking stupid. He only wore that gear for like a few shows at absolute most. Who is this jabroni? Because I know that ain't fucking Rey Mysterio. Jesus Christ, man, he was so anticipated for Raw 2 as well. This is genuinely the worst depiction of Rey Mysterio I can remember in a video game. Our final entry for this category is Batista in SVR06. Now personally, I never noticed this fuck up, but upon my research, it makes total sense why so many people brought this up. He was wearing outdated ass Evolution era gear in this game where he was presented as his current SmackDown Animal persona. This was super lazy. Okay, one category down, and we're on to THQ and 2K's cardinal sin. Recycling? Yeah, these bastards love to get a model and just sell it back to you year after year without changing a fucking thing. One of the biggest offenders here has to be Edge, with his ugly one-striped tights being slightly tweaked for 8 games straight. 8 fucking games of that. And look at Macho Man. He had those green trunks in 2K games for ages. What about the Hardys with their miserable recycling? Or Randy Orton in 2 separate series? You recycled Shut Your Mouth's trunks and Here Comes the Pain despite being in Evolution at the time, and then went back to back with boring trunks for 07 and 08. Everyone and their mama knows about Shawn Michaels' horrendous runs of recycling. Whether it be SVR07 to 09 or SVR05 to DOR2, he was keeping that same gear on his model for dear life. And last but not least, look at poor Mark Henry. They fucked him up so bad. He got his 07 model literally ported to 09, which was a next-gen game, for no reason. You're telling me we can get an updated Lance Cade, but no updated Mark Henry? Our final category of the day is missing arm accessories. This was a horrendous problem for game devs apparently. Everyone at some point in these games got their armbands and elbow pads stripped off for seemingly no reason. Look at these guys. They did it to Dean Malenko and Christian twice. Here's Saturn in the same game as Malenko. How about Edge in SVR05? But I saved the best for last. Here's the guy you were supposed to spend your own money on after purchasing SVR09, an already mid-ass game. Charlie Haas. I love Charlie Haas, but what did they do to my boy? They murked him. He looks like a bumpkin in this game. I'm done. I can't take any more. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.